grossest hot dog I've ever had.
More like God is good. Hey, fuck you. Sorry. Calm down.
God isn't dead. He's just an asshole.
Sorry, that's the song says God is dead. Surely alive. So, one on the inside, one like, oh,
It's,
God's not dead. God's not dead.
God's not.
Fuck.
Alright, boys. Welcome to PP number 3.
It's,
Popsicles.
Popsicle
Podcast.
podcast.
Yeah. All right. Hand me a cherry, motherfucker.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
Today on the podcast we got
More cursing and
And-
grammar.
And at least 20 popsicles.
and special guest.
Nut.
Ding! No, we got our friend Thomas here, or Tommy Boy.
Thomas Tank Engine.
Yeah, I won't give-
fucking asshole. The official philosopher king of the University of Chicago.
Yeah, I won't give her last name because I'm not trying to dox anybody on the podcast.
Yeah,
but
we had this one guy come on the show and he was fucking flipping out about getting doxxed. It was super annoying.
Damn.
But no fear, Thomas Noriega, we will not dox you.
Thanks, man.
Oh shit.
Dude, I already said my last name. I don't care anymore.
It's just fine.
It's fine. We'll just cut it out.
Hey, yeah, I know it's fine. We'll just blur it out, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna give those news headlines? I stopped doing that.
I don't know, man.
In today's news, there are 3 hurricanes fucking up the southeast. That's it.
Yep, completely anal hemorrhages. On another note, that's the news. So, how you guys been?
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you were eating that popsicle like a monster.
Just the tip.
God damn.
All right. Just speaking of just
swallowed it already.
dude, everyone's first like introduction to blowjobs is through popsicles. You know, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I can eat more of the popsicle than you, and then it's like, this kid's deep throating popsicles. It's weird, man.
Dude, I used to seriously deep throat popsicles because it just feels good in your throat.
Yeah, I like that cold hard rod.
Yeah, man.
Let me try it right now.
That's why
Wow.
I ice my dildo before I deep throat it. You know, my 15,000 inch dildo. Just right down, ice cold down my throat.
Yeah. And then through your throat, the rest of you. You're just impaled on it by the end of it, right?
Yeah.
I see why girls like start tearing up when they do this.
There's a.
It like hits the
sentence.
back of your throat, and that's tear town right there, baby.
Well, yeah, it hits your. Yeah, it's your
Really?
gag.
You never realized that? Wow.
Fucks with your gag reflex, boy.
Yeah. I don't know what that meant.
Like you act like you just get blowjobs and you don't think about what the other person is doing.
You're really insensitive, lover Seamus. But
Yeah.
I think we all knew that.
Yeah, I think we did all know that. That's why we've been sex free for 2 months already, guys. It's fucked up.
Sex free for longer.
Feels, man.
The feels, man.
Yeah, but like same though.
It's fine, dude. Sex is stupid. Speaking of sex,
Sex is dumb.
but speaking
It's
of
fun.
sex, have you ever cried during sex?
I've cried looking. into
Okay,
the
just to
sun.
contextualize this, tears of joy. All right. Have you ever cried tears of joy
I mean,
during
like,
sex? Huh?
You say we?
I said, have you ever cried tears of joy?
I thought you said we were crying tears of joy. Not you and me.
No, I said. No.
well, that's beside the point.
I didn't say we.
It is beside the point.
But
The point is, how far can you deep throat your popsicle?
no, we're talking about crying during sex. We're
I feel like
beyond.
those are on the same topic, right?
Dude, no, we're beyond the popsicle. Okay.
It's the whole theme of the podcast. We can't get beyond the popsicle. You're eating a popsicle.
Don't worry. Okay, you guys both have cherries, dude. What the fuck? You guys popping those cherries straight off the bat? I'm a more subtle guy. I like the orange.
He likes the nut flavor.
Yeah, you know, the orange nut flavor. Nothing like that.
Scurvy.
Does that mean grape the taint?
Yeah, grape is the taint flavor. Fucking hate grape.
I hate grape.
No, but
Remember grape That was bad.
no, but so like the other day, I was like, you know, doing the thing that people do, and like I cried during it.
Dude,
Dude,
your mom's gonna listen to this.
Well, I don't know. That's why, whatever. But so I was like, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. It was like literally started crying in the middle of it because it was so good. Like, tears
in the
of
middle.
joy.
It's not like post nut.
No, it's in the
No.
middle of it. I was fucking crying. I had to stop. I was like, oh no, give me. I'm crying. Don't look. She's like, you okay? Basically, it was pretty good. So, just to everyone out there, if your partner's crying, it may be tears of joy. And if that happens, you
Just, be conscious, ask, make sure they're actually tears of joy.
don't just ram there. Okay, but
Make sure you do that after you take care of yourself. Obviously, you need to be selfish sometimes, If somebody's crying, just finish.
Okay.
I mean, just use the tears as lube. Honestly,
I mean, it's
Whoa.
an option, I guess.
dude, there's nothing like.
It's a good idea.
I'll try it next
No,
time.
I don't know. I haven't straight up.
Get like a jar, like, oh yeah, baby, that's a shit.
I haven't like straight up cry, but like all right. So like after a blowjob, she keeps going, and it's like you feel a couple tears welling up. It's like I'm gonna die. This is it. You're like life starts flashing. But
It's tear jerking.
oh, blow off.
Fucking shut the fuck up, Thomas. How dare you insult me while also making a stupid pun? You fuck.
What do you think I do all the time? I don't have anything else
This
going
is
on.
why you go to University of Cool Awesome.
Yep, fun comes to have sex.
Yeah, that's a cool. Okay, give me context on this shirt. So there's like
All right.
there's an eagle with like
It's
shades.
a phoenix, boy.
Or
It's a phoenix with shades.
Wait, he has deal with it shades on, except they're white and not pixelized.
Yeah.
And the back says,
That back says where fun comes to have sex.
Yeah.
So what's the?
What's the story? Well,
Yeah.
like I said, so I write for the Chicago Shady Dealer, which is the satire magazine at U Chicago, and like this is their official shirt. Like this is the club shirt. Why? I'm not sure. Probably my theory is that it's mostly to make fun of like frat bros and shit. Like, cause it's like so like the old culture of U Chicago is like the nerdiest fucking guys you ever meet, and now it's like econ finance frat types who are just like. So this shirt's like mostly making fun of.
Econ, finance, frat types. Now, do you sorry, choking on popsicle. Do you understand how terrifying of a statement that is?
Do you understand how terrifying it is to like live with that? Like 9 months out of the year, I'm surrounded by these guys who are like, "Yeah, I went down to the career fair today. I sucked off a finance recruiter. I felt it. He said if he could get his dick past my tonsils, then he'd give me a job at Goldman. Not paid. I'd be like running fucking copies, but
It's
so I did it. I'm doing it.
It's an internship, but
Yeah,
you guys should have been there at the career fair. It was wild, bro.
yeah, they're all from California. That's the accurate accent.
Oh my god. So, I don't.
Or New York.
So what does that mean for the future of our economics?
Well, it's pretty much a continuation of a theme. Like when U Chicago economics got popular, it was because it helped depose the socialist government in Chile and put a dictator into power. So just kind of what we do.
Yeah, I mean, you can go into detail on that if you want, but
Nah, it's like look up Pinochet, look up the Chicago Boys.
yeah, tell the kids how to spell that, cause like me, I
Oh no, just look up Chicago Boys. You'll find out.
Oh yeah, the Chicago Boys.
Chicago Boys.
You Chicago.
how do you spell that? B-O-I-Z or B-O-E-E-E?
Unfortunately, it's classical economics, so it is a B-O-Y-S, a rare B-O-Y-S.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Do you even know how to speak English, bro?
Old English. I studied Old English while I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, I studied Old English. It seems that you can buy 40 ounces at Circle K for about $2.99.
I'm
Old
back.
No, it's a 40 ounce small
40 ounce.
small liquor.
Hey.
Do you even know what alcohol is?
No.
Oh,
Tell
that's
me.
good.
Okay.
Wait,
guys,
why is our channel called Pass the Whiskey then?
Guys, I only drink whiskey. That's why.
Oh.
Guys,
What it?
okay.
Get your hand
open
away
your
from me.
hand. No, sorry. Open your eyes and look at my hand.
My
Now
eyes are
close your
open.
eyes.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
They're not closed. I
Yes,
can
they
see
are.
Them.
My eyes are closed.
Nippa.
What?
I'm trying to show you my hand before and after.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Okay, now does my thumb look broken?
No. It looks like you're bending it.
Yeah.
It looks like you have a. It looks deformed a bit. Yeah. You got a little a piggy tail thumb. You know, a little.
I can't do it with my other
snort.
hand though. Like, try doing that. Oh.
What do you?
Okay, well, I thought that was a cool party trick. Turns out it was.
Well,
just...
dude, this is a podcast. They can't see what you're doing. You can't do party tricks on here. This is not a party.
Until the party
Dude,
episode.
dude, just eat another popsicle, bro. Just.
No, I'm all done with coxicles.
Oh, dude, these coxicles are melting. We should put these in the fucking freezer. Ah.
Good thing we have one right there.
Oh wait,
There's literally one right there.
I threw away my stick. I was supposed to read the joke. Now I gotta eat another one.
All right.
What's
Here's a joke for my first popsicle.
Yeah,
Why did Whiskers lie down?
because he was dead.
To take a cat nap.
Got him.
Got
Here,
him.
move. You touch your microphone.
Him is got, boy.
Yeah. Do you want? Oh, I already gave you a popsicle.
Are you giving me a third popsicle?
Wait.
One, two.
You already have another popsicle. Sorry, boy.
I'm way out of the game, man. I'm on theme today.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go put these popsicles in the other freezer. I'll be right back. You guys keep conversing.
Okay, all I have to say is.
So now
La 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 la.
let's just play 20 minutes of distortion memes. Lock the door. Just distortion memes.
It's the one and only.
It's the distortion hour.
DOGG.
Ah shit.
Ah.
The gig is up.
Well, I can say that this room is 33% darker.
Oops. Well then, hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Minecraft Adventures. Today we're going to be reviewing the Popsicle mod in Minecraft. It looks like they got cherry and orange and grape flavors.
Link to the mod in our description. Make sure to leave your phone number and address as long as you are either gender below 12.
10 preferably, but 12 works.
I feel like someone's gonna find this podcast like when I'm running for public office or something.
I mean, you didn't say it, so.
Yeah, I'll just like give that disclaimer. Hey, it's not me.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but second disclaimer: he is hanging out with these people. He is on this podcast show, and it is him not speaking up against
It's entrapment.
the unrighteous
I'm being-
acts
I-
against the pedophiles.
Can you can you speak the fuck up, dude? Like literally, I can't hear you in any of these podcasts.
Sounds like my problem.
Yeah.
That is your problem, but
Sounds like a personal problem, dude. My personal problem.
no, maybe we should just like put the mic in Seamus's mouth. I feel
Actually, it should just be like spinnable.
like it's not spinnable.
Wait, can we like move this podcast a little farther into the room?
Yeah. Get out of the corner. We need a fucking we need a setup for this, dude.
That's good.
Omni mic.
Then we can just.
Oh.
Nut.
Nut. Everybody. That's our remix to Shots. Okay, so imagine, if you will, Shots, but instead of saying shots, they're yelling nut, and in the music video, replace all alcohol with semen. All right,
Yeah.
just go ahead and
All
give
the
that.
cups are replaced with dicks, and they're all just jerking it off.
Yep. It.
On
And
beat.
There's semen
On nut.
flying everywhere.
Yeah. So go back and give that a watch. You'll definitely. It's No, don't pull. Don't. No.
I need to see it.
No. Don't pull it. Dude, how many times does a woman have to say no before you stop putting your dingle in her dong?
She doesn't have.
Excuse me, this is rape. I came to have a good time, and I'm
She
feeling
doesn't have to because
seriously violated right now.
She doesn't have to because my real penis can't go inside of a 2D vagina.
You're right. I forgot about that. So how's the quest for 2D puss?
Pretty hip.
Pretty hip. I thought you were looking for puss,
Pretty
not hips.
dope.
Drugs
Pretty
are bad.
hip hop.
These jokes are worse than
just
drugs.
You're just describing the movie Hop at this point.
Oh my god, I never saw that movie. Was it any good?
No. It's every bad holiday film. It's the epitome because it's trying to do that like Nightmare Before Christmas thing where it's like there are multiple worlds where each of the holidays exists, but it's like all of them are lame and bad.
Oh.
And the fucking Easter Bunny, like the main character's like the Easter Bunny's kid.
Oh yeah.
He's like a rebel and he's a drummer.
Yeah, I remember that. He was like a. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, he's like part of a band, but he doesn't actually have a band. It's just him playing drums.
Yeah, because who the fuck would want to be in a band with a bunny?
With the Easter Bunny?
Yeah,
no, not
with
even the
the-
Easter Bunny. The
yeah.
Easter Bunny's like kid who doesn't like the job.
Yeah, what the hell? How do you not gonna want to become the Easter Bunny? You think your dad's been doing this for fucking millennia just because he wants to?
Yeah, like I'm curious.
People got obligations, boy. Don't you know this is a thing you gotta fill with your birth? It's a price you have to pay. It's what Jesus said.
I think like in the plot was something like there's like a chick or a chicken or something trying to like make Easter about not the rabbits, something like that. I don't know. I watched it on Cartoon Network once and I was like,
Wait, so they're
10.
trying to change the meaning of Easter from the rabbits to
yeah,
something
it's
else?
like it's like refocusing. It was kind of like the plot of Angry Birds mixed with the plot of The Boss Baby. I don't know.
So like,
Two movies
so like
I did not see.
so blended shit,
Yeah, I
like
think,
mixed with Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I
man.
think those are the worst 3 movies that have come out in the last few years.
Hop was
Emoji
like 10
Movie,
years old. All right.
Not Hop.
Okay.
Emoji
Sorry, we
Movie.
passed that.
Angry Birds and Boss Baby.
Yo, I got laid to Angry Birds though, so don't
That's-
diss on Angry Birds.
Dude,
I feel
can
like
diss on
you're the
Angry
loser
Birds.
in that.
It was so boring that you guys had to fornicate in order to not kill yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
It was the only way out. It was one way out. It wasn't the honorable path of death.
Dude, the Angry Bird, the Angry Birds movie was so bad. I can't even begin to think what the Boss Baby and the Emoji Movie were like.
Okay, let me just tell you this. They did not have 2 vital memes. They did not have the 100 underscore meme. And 3 actually. They did not have the B emoji.
They didn't have the B emoji?
And number 3, they did not have the eggplant emoji. Okay.
What?
Do you know what's happening here?
They didn't, and of course, they didn't have the squirt emoji either. They had the rain cloud. That was it.
They didn't
That
have
was
the
as close as
flame either.
Didn't have the flame?
How could? All right, that one's just like general.
All right, hold up. What the fuck? These motherfuckers didn't have the goddamn 100 flame emoji? Now, I thought you were making an emoji movie. Where my damn emojis?
I'm just trying to dab on them yeet boys with my 100. I finna use the B. I'm gonna get that laughing, crying emoji. Right, that's probably in there.
But rolling FLMO.
You follow that shit up with that 100. You follow that shit up with the flame. If you don't have that, you can't dab back on the haters.
No 100. No keeping it 100.
I mean, simply put, dude, like, obviously this movie is not good. They can't even keep it
Yeah,
100.
they can't even keep it 100.
What the fuck, dude? It's Razor Synapse. It's like, hey, you want to change the color in your mouse?
Thank God I thought the mic disconnected. I'm just like, wow.
Wow.
I guess
feel
we're
you.
done now.
I guess we're done, yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, it was just the same. Like, hey, there's a Skype update.
Oh, shit. Speaking of birds, look at this joke. Hold up.
Oh shit! I didn't read my last joke.
Okay, joke number 2.
All right.
What kind of bird never needs a haircut?
What kind of bird never needs a haircut?
A bald eagle.
I don't understand. Bald eagles have feathers, not hair.
Exactly.
And-
So
and-
it doesn't need a haircut.
And it covers their head too. It covers their head too. So even if it's like, all right, they don't have hair and they're bald, I guess their head is covered with feathers. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
What kind of bird never needs a feather cut? A bald
All
eagle.
birds.
Holy shit! But on the other side, that was hilarious.
Oh, can I get a 100 emoji, please?
Woo!
let's put some distortion on that one in post.
Yeah. Yeah. Note to self: add distortion.
Note to self: add boy.
Add fat nut.
With a P.
Yeah, with a P.
But no H. It's just Pat Nut.
Pat nut.
That Pat Nut.
Yes, a pat nut. The pat nut is fat nut. Yes.
Dude, I love getting pat jobs.
Pat jobs. He's like, oh, you're such a good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy.
I'm a good boy.
It actually has nothing to do with your dick. You just nut anyone.
Yeah, you just fucking. Oh, okay, whatever.
Oh.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of semen on this podcast, bro.
Yeah, it's a theme. It's the popsicles. Man.
It's the popsicles, man.
Yeah, dude, this is our
It's our most phallic episode.
This is our most raunchy season yet.
Yeah, dude, this is our raunchy. What does raunch mean?
Raunch, basically.
Is that like ranch?
No, stuffed stank into stank. That's raunch.
Stuffed stank into stank?
Yeah, that's raunch.
Oh, okay.
Also, it also means like bad words that aren't said on television.
Oh, like sexy
Like
time?
every sentence we say.
Oh, I mean, I feel you.
Also, just for the listeners at home, all of us are constantly dabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't stopped. Like we've been going for like 20 minutes now. All of us have been dabbing constantly.
Yeah, that's why the audio keeps maybe like.
Yeah. If it sounds like we're moving away from the mic or anything, it's because our arm is moving from our mouths as we dab aggressively.
Yeah, there's nothing like an aggressive dab. You know, I just want to.
Yeah, I actually had to wax my eyebrows so I could glue my forehead fully to the pocket of my elbow.
I've been constantly dabbing to hide my face in shame.
Dude, glue. Why use glue when you could just permanently solder your skin?
Yeah, that's it. No, stitch it on.
Yeah,
Get
dude,
surgical
just,
with it.
Yeah. Surgically the human dabapede. You know, it just
the dabbing centipede.
Yeah, but it's made out of humans. It's
No,
not.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be called human dabapede. It would be called the human boy.
Boy.
The boy centipede.
The point. Yeah, shouts out to all those 10-year-olds that gave us their addresses and phone numbers.
The Hugh boy
The Hugh boy?
instead of Hugh man. The Hugh boy.
You can tell him his
Dude,
jokes are bad. It's
You're
okay.
the guys that are dabbing for 20 minutes.
Shut up.
You've been
dude.
dabbing too.
Yeah,
God,
bro.
we're all dabbing. What are you doing? What are you
Hasn't
talking
been
about?
20 minutes. It's been days.
It's been days.
It's been a lifetime.
I can't stop. I can't stop dabbing.
It's been a lifetime of dabbing.
Okay, where did the dab come from? What is the origin?
Nah,
of
it's like it's one of
They
those
call me
things.
Seamus the Dab Johnson.
Dabbing,
Like,
like
can you not touch the mic stand, please? They can hear that.
Dwayne the Dab Johnson.
that's our distortion.
You just kick the mic stand. There's distortion.
Like a foot pedal. Dab.
Oh shit!
Dab.
No, that's actually really bad. Please. don't
Okay,
do that.
let's stop. All right. Dab. All right. But no, it's just like that's always the thing with like memes and shit. It's just like you're going along your merry way. It's like, oh yeah, I have no idea why I should care about Harambe, and then it's like, you know, within like an hour or so, the whole fucking world is like, we're all dabbing now. Everyone's there's fidget spinners everywhere. We're
Yeah,
fucking.
bro. Okay.
The B emoji has taken over the like nation of Guam.
For real. Oh, Seamus is looking for his fidget spinner.
Yeah, I'm like, where did it go?
This is what happens when you get cucked, boy.
Quick Nomston 5 president.
You don't have your own. Do you guys hear that fresh spin,
Yeah.
dude?
This faggot now has another fidget spinner.
Dude, don't make me grab my other fidget spinner. All right, hold on.
See, like no one actually has bought a fidget spinner. They just ended up with one.
No, Desmond has bought fidget spinners not only for himself, but for all of his friends.
See, I went to San Diego, and as a joke, I like bought a bunch of fidget spinners, and I gave them to all my friends because I knew they would hate it. But do you hear this fidget spinner,
That's like
dude?
saying,
It's so quiet.
that's like saying,
Compared-
hey,
and
I
then
know
listen to
that
this one.
nobody likes it, and everybody is against the war in Afghanistan, but I went ahead and, you know, signed up for the army, and I'm deploying tomorrow.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess you're right. The Afghanistan war and fidget spinners are on the same caliber of atrocity. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I know I am.
Both are atrocities. America should
But see-
stop being so obsessed with either.
But see, now I have 2 fidget spinners, so you can't tell me shit while I double dab.
Oh god, it's the ultimate stereo effect.
Guess I can't tell anything to Suhaim Howden.
Is that? Did he make that Illinois album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Saddam Hussein?
You're talking
Yeah.
about no.
I forgot his name.
He's
I
just
figured
talking about
I was close
Sufyan. He's
enough.
just talking about
Wait.
Sufyan Stevens.
Did you seriously forget his name?
Yeah, I was just like,
Saddam Husseinu.
Saddam.
Kareem
Hussein.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, you know that terrorist. I'm
Anyway.
just kidding. He's not a terrorist, guys.
He's a
Come on,
respectable basketball
that
player.
is fucking racist. Just
Kareem
because.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, he's a basketball player.
Yeah, dude. Didn't he have goggles? Wasn't he like the dude? Was he the super?
No, he wasn't got the goggles.
Who is the guy with the fucking goggles, dude? He was so tall that like when people would reach up to try and swat the ball, they would poke his eyes. So he had to wear goggles.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's how like giant this guy was, dude. He's wearing goggles to protect his eyes from fingertips, from jumping fingertips. Yeah, you diving nose first into the pussy of that fidget.
I wish you would stop.
It only fits that it's pink as well. How's that make you feel?
It makes me feel uneasy.
Uneasy? Kind of queasy?
Kinda yeezy.
Kind of yeezy?
No.
Dude, I need to buy a pair of Yeezys, dude.
No, you don't.
You shouldn't.
Dude, do you
You
know
really
how how swag they are, bro?
I know that.
Dude, how am I supposed to have friends if I don't have Yeezys? Okay,
You don't want Yeezys. That's how you have
You
friends.
also don't want friends, so you shouldn't buy Yeezys.
but I do want friends because everyone else has friends, and that's what everybody tells me. I need.
Everybody else has Yeezys too. Oh wait. Oh wait, they don't.
That's why no one else has friends. I want to be like the cool. I want to be like the cool kids.
Oh, he got a sound out of that fidget spinner. The fact that I said that sentence makes me kind of want to, like, you know, stop the recording and jump in front of a car.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
Superman.
can
You're
you please
shaving, bro.
just shaving with my fidget, with my fucking razor
someone's-
fidget spinner?
Someone's gonna fucking make that. I'm sure it exists.
Okay, did you watch that video with me, the slingshot dude on YouTube?
Slingshot channel that
Sling-
I showed you.
Yeah, no, but did you watch the fidget spinner episode?
No.
Okay,
Wait,
so
yes.
this is what's the guy's channel called? Slingshot.
Slingshot channel.
Slingshot.
What's that one Slingshot channel called?
Well, how do I know it's called fucking Slingshot channel?
What's the channel with the guys who do the slow motion stuff? Oh yeah, the slow mo guys. It's like that.
Yeah, but so like, I've only watched this guy once. Okay.
What's that show called with that one guy, Bill Nye?
Well,
he
see,
does science.
He's a guy who does science.
He's like, you could call him a science guy.
You can say that.
And his
He's-
name's Bill Nye.
He may in fact be Bill Nye, the science guy.
But if you didn't know that that the
Dude,
show is
that's what
called.
they should call the show, Bill Nye the Science
Oh,
Guy.
that's great. It rhymes. I love it.
Wait, they should structure an entire theme song based off of that rhyme.
Bill Nye. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You just come up with
Um,
that yourself?
Yeah, no. But so this dude on the Slingshot channel, he makes some pretty cool fucking slingshots, dude. He made a Gatling
He
slingshot.
yeah,
makes the
dude, he-
slingshots.
He makes crazy shit. But so
Wait, you already know about this channel?
no, he's asking. Thomas
Yeah,
is
so they
asking.
make
No,
them?
it's dope.
Yeah, they make like
No,
hardcore
it's
like
one guy.
slingshot.
It's this one badass German guy.
Yeah, like slingshot like guns and like basically he basically makes rail guns out of slingshots and rubber bands, you know.
I don't think I've
mean-
seen anybody test German weapon laws as much as he does.
Yeah, for reals. He made this he made the extreme fidget spinner. So what he did is he took like a piece of aluminum, I think, or maybe it was steel. I thought it was
He
aluminum
took
though.
straight razors from his razor.
Yeah, like circular cutting razors, right? And he put them on the end as the counterweights basically. And this is how he spun it, you know, because you can't just spin it with your hand. They're razor sharp blades. You're gonna like cut down to the
So
bone.
he used the slingshot to fire.
No.
And fidget spinner.
Okay, well, no, he did eventually make he made a fidget spinner slingshot first, and then he later made the razor video, and he was like, next time I'm going to try and make a gun that can slingshot the razor fidget spinners. I was like, wow, that's just too much.
Just gotta make like a thing, you know.
But-
so it's like your normal slingshot, and there's like a little like a nub on the side that like starts spinning the spinner.
Yeah, but okay, no. So, but this is how the guy spun it in his hand. All right, he's holding his hand, and he gets a high pressured air fucking cannon or air gun, and he spit. I don't know how many revolutions this thing was going per minute, but like I swear you couldn't. It was way faster than anyone could ever spin any regular fidget spinner.
Fast enough to ruin your day.
Yeah, fast enough to literally cut his hand clean off. If he were to let go and like tilt his hand, the thing could like literally cut his entire hand off.
Welcome to German engineering.
Yep, and that's That's the Germans for you. That
Yeah.
guy, that's a good channel. You should go look up that guy. He's got some pretty crazy stuff on there. I watched a couple hours of it one day. It was pretty good.
You know, you mentioned was it railguns, which are pretty much just like the next step in slingshot technology.
Like, yeah, literally.
Dude,
Just,
that was like one of his first videos too.
A little railgun.
He's just like, yes, look at this slingshot Gatling gun.
What does he say? He was like,
Bye bye.
no. He talks about the gun and then he gets like really intense. He's like, let me show you its features.
It's like a,
Let me show you its features.
have you guys seen like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some of it.
So, second season of this dude's like a German officer, and he's like German engineering is the greatest in the world. Is he like that?
Like,
It's the greatest.
not.
not at all.
He's
It's
a tick boy.
Yeah, he's
He's so you gotta choke on it. You gotta choke on the dick. And he's a boy, you know.
I know.
Are you done with that gag?
Ha
I'll take that as a yes.
Let's all stop.
Yeah, let's all take a moment of silence and kill ourselves. All right, and then
You
we're
can
back.
Kill yourself.
We're
I'll do
back.
this podcast by
We're
myself.
back.
Hey
we're now-
boys, these faggots killed themselves finally.
We're now recording from hell.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's
Hey guys, turns out I was in hell this whole time. I didn't kill myself.
HP the hell podcast.
Hell the pizza.
Hell fuck.
Hell the popsicles.
They don't have any browser except for Internet Explorer here.
They only show the Emoji Movie on repeat.
Oh god.
24/7. All you can do is watch the Emoji Movie, and you know what? They remove all the. They even remove like the laughing, crying emoji.
Wow, that's
They have nothing but girl toilets.
So,
What?
Like toilets?
yeah, toilets?
No, girl toilets.
What is a girl
Is
toilet?
that just like what?
You've
What does
never
it
seen
mean?
a girl toilet?
it's a
There,
toilet.
it's at my house, dude.
What?
The toilet next to my
I-
bedroom is a girl toilet.
It's just a toilet, dude.
No, it's not. It's a super short toilet that your dick always rubs up against the front of.
Why does
I
it
think
have
it's
to be
just
a
a-
girl
Guys,
toilet?
Let's move on.
Why are
It's
you
just
Girls
shallow-
don't have penises and they don't have anything that's gonna rub up against the front, and that's why it's a girl toilet. It's circular in shape and doesn't come out specifically so that you don't flop your junk. on
But
the
does
front
that
of
mean
the
it's
toilet.
specifically for girls, or does
Yeah,
it just
it
mean that
does.
it's bad
It means-
design?
Okay, maybe it's not specifically for girls, you fucking cunt.
It just
Maybe it's
happens to be more
specifically
convenient
not
for women.
men.
Okay. Why you gotta get upset about that?
It's his
Okay,
life.
no, okay.
It's his life.
Because here's the thing, right? Because if I don't say anything right now, some stupid fucking libtard cuck is gonna go with their limp dick and start shaking it in the comments and be like, "Hey, you can't say things like that. You're demeaning women and blah blah blah, and you're fucking fuck you, basically, you know." And I'm just like, fuck everybody else. I'm not gonna deal with your dumb shit. Okay.
Look, we're all just libtard cucks.
Yeah,
You know?
just the limp dick, libtard cucks just waving around in the wind with not a hard on in sight.
You know,
just a bunch of soft pussy bitches.
It's like it's like I was talking to you earlier. I don't know when we were talking about this, but like, cuck is just like a solid insult word.
Yeah,
you know?
dude,
it's
really
like it's like fuck. It has that same like impactfulness.
You don't even have to know what a cuck is, dude. You just call somebody
Yeah,
a cuck.
and like the people who use it don't know what it means because they can't read a fucking book.
yeah,
like,
also
they-
because they're probably cucks themselves.
If you
They
try
don't
to
really-
define a word to them, they're like, nah, you're just like you just read from like the cuctionary. It's like I only
You're
I'm
a
gonna,
stupid libtard. Don't
we're
talk
gonna,
to me, you
we're
cuck.
gonna make
Don't tell that secret.
We're
Don't
gonna-
let people know I read from the Cuctionary.
we're gonna make Merriam-Webster great again.
Yeah.
we're gonna redefine every word to just means a variation of cuck because you know what, creativity stops at cuck.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's all the creative genius that could have ever been amounted in the entire universe. Like the word cuck. Like think about the arrangement of sounds, syllables, vowels, and consonants. It's like an
Yeah.
immaculate. God damn! Who fucking created the word cuck? We need a Nobel Prize for the person.
It's a contraction of cuckold, which isn't as good.
Yeah, cuckold is not. Well, I mean, okay. See, cuckold is like the act.
Oh right, you're cuckolding someone.
Yeah, to get cuckold. But a cuck is someone who has been cuckold.
Cuckolded.
Cuckolded. No, I just say cuckold.
I guess it works.
Yeah, I know it works. That's why I say it. You fucking twang.
Call me a twang, yeah?
I called you a fucking twang.
Yeah, it would be cuckolded.
Hey, no one can hear you. You're literally on the other side of the room.
Yeah, it would be cuckolded because cuckold is just the action of cuckolding. So you would have to add an extra ed if you were gonna say cuckolded.
I mean, you're right.
Yes. So the cuckold is the one who has been cuckolded.
Cuckolded.
Yeah.
It's not cuckolded. It's just cuckolded.
I said cuckolded.
Okay, cuckolded.
That's the correct verb form. Cuckoldoodle.
Cuckle. Well, cuck a duck. Am I right, boys?
No.
No. You're not into that corkscrew life.
You gotta get
Also-
cuckolded by a duck.
Yeah, somehow you gotta like, you still have to fuck a duck somewhere down the line. So I feel like you're just adding too many layers.
I mean,
Pretty sure if you fuck a duck, you'll kill it.
Well, if you have a micro penis.
if you have a micro penis like me, then it's no problem.
Joke stolen.
Get wrecked, kid. Was that a joke? I thought you were just like being serious.
No, I was gonna say like me.
Oh, I mean, we all have micro penises. It's not really a joke. It's just the truth, you know.
You know, everyone has micro penis and just doesn't talk about it.
Yeah, there's nothing. Hey, there's no shame in having a micro
I'm
penis.
looking at I looked up shots earlier, but we didn't actually look at it. I'm looking at the lyric video thumbnails. The first one is "I'm fucked up!" exclamation mark. Then if you ain't talking shots, get the fuck out the club.
Remind you, we're replacing every shot with nut. So
If you ain't taking nuts, get the fuck out the club.
if you ain't talking nuts, get the fuck out the club.
If you ain't sucking nuts, get the fuck out the club.
Yeah, nuts, nut. Everybody! All right, we're good. So that's how LMFAO created the 100 emoji.
He forged it
Yeah,
from the meme.
It was actually Lil Jon.
Yeah, it's literally on the screen within your visible range.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude. But it literally says LMFAO shots featuring Lil Jon. So
yeah, but
it
who
is.
said it? Who said it? You know. So you said like you didn't even fucking say either of those, did you? You said neither Lil Jon nor LMFAO.
I said LMFAO.
Did you?
Yes,
Oh.
LMFAO created the 100 emoji.
I don't know. I was checking my phone.
God, learn your history, bro.
I was checking my phone. I wasn't paying attention.
You don't even have your phone out, you fucking lying.
It's over there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
right there.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I can grab it and like whip you in the head with it.
I apologize. Gosh, everybody's so hostile.
Yeah, because we're checking our phones and we're angsty millennials.
Yeah. Don't get in my way. I'm an angsty millennial. Life sucks. I'm just gonna brood in my room and watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, I mean that's what we all do.
Yeah, dude. Imagine life without YouTube, bro.
I feel like we all get a lot more done.
Yeah.
Or we'd like I don't know mess around on a different site, just upvote shit on Reddit all day.
Dude, that'd be awful. Imagine if like everyone just had to like. Well, actually, I don't even know. Maybe it'd be more intellectually engaging, because then at least you'd have to be like wording all the time. You know, you couldn't just like spew out some like weird subliminal like video message and then like post it on the internet and brainwash a couple people. I don't know. That's how I think. I think weird. Sorry.
It's fair.
Yeah. But so how about that oh dude, I definitely had a topic and I forgot. Fuck.
Ted Cruz liking porn.
Oh yeah, dude. Did you see that? Did you see that in the chat?
Yeah, I
There's
saw that along with the vigorous amounts of memes. The way I get intake news these days is through a meme.
Yeah, like I have my different groups of friends that send me different types of memes, and then like, you know, since life now is just a meme, like everything that ever happens in the news is literally just a meme, like Donald Trump and everything else, I end up seeing the news in some way, shape, or form. So, which is kind of sad to think that people are getting like current events, like serious current events, only through memes.
I mean, it's like news has gotten like the point where it's absurd enough that it's like the only way you can like digest this stuff without going like fucking insane.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel that.
So like you need to like couch it in something like I don't know, equally if not more absurd than the actual news, just so like you don't realize like the full horror of what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
It's like making a sanity roll.
It's also kind of like, I kind of feel like people have been, in a sense, desensitized to just the ridiculousness of the news. Like, I remember last summer I went up to go visit my grandfather in Portland, and we went and stayed or when I landed in Portland, I had to like stay at one of his friend's house, and I wake up in the morning, she's talking about the news. Oh, no, actually, no, it was the night before. She was talking about how she doesn't like watching the news in the morning anymore. She hates it because the only thing that she ever sees on there is like, oh, someone dead in Portland, or like, you know, there's like, she said, like, I literally never, I don't watch the news without seeing at least 3 deaths and like just a bunch of dumb stuff, you know, so I don't watch the news anymore. So the next morning, we wake up and eating breakfast and stuff, and the news is on, and sure enough, 3 reports of people dying in the city, like literally like word for word what she had said the day before, and she was like, this is just why it's dumb, dude. Like that's all they talk about these days. It's like they're trying to make you feel shitty or something like that all the time.
And like a lot of that is like, you know, they want to scare you. I mean, it's better viewing if there's like, you know, something controversial or scary to talk about. I mean, I don't know, I think it was one of those Michael Moore documentaries. It was Bowling for Columbine. He showed like Canadian news, and it was stuff like, I don't know, fucking like, watch out, drivers, they're getting taller speed bumps on this street here. And it's like, I'm gonna see a fucking story like that in the U.S. It's like, if you turn on local news here, it's like, there's an arrest over here. Oh, there was a lockdown at this school today. Something like that, you know. It's just, and then like national news is the same thing but worse. It's like, here's intimate footage. Like there was like a thing where some guy like was trying to interview someone during Hurricane Harvey, and they're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Go away. I'm trying to like fucking survive here, and you're trying to make a quick buck off of my misery. And it's like, that's what they're doing. It sells. It gets people, like, if you have the coverage of like the world's like latest disaster before anyone else, then everyone's gonna be watching you.
Yeah, and then you get money off of the ads. Like, oh my god, we have to put our ads on your network because you're getting hella views right now, bro. Yo, I'll pay you $3 million for that 30-second slot. You know, that's some good coverage right there. We're gonna make business.
Yeah.
Fucking yo, then weren't you talking about some like stupid fucks at UChicago writing a paper about trying to bank off of trying to sell water? Upprice water.
Yeah. It was this thing. So this guy I know. He got cited in an article for Forbes, and I was actually talking about this with Ben.
Cited?
Yeah, his paper was cited by Forbes, because they were saying like gouging the price of water, you know, making it more expensive. It's like that's the ethical thing to do. That's how we are really gonna. Is it recording right now?
Yeah, no, it's still recording.
Okay, you just all right.
I'm just.
Yeah. No problem. But it's like, the ethical thing to do is to gouge prices, because then it'll demonstrate like. It's like the demand is much higher, so you can't just have water being sold at a normal price and going to people who might not need it as much as other people who need water. No, you have to make sure if water's $40 a crate, it'll go to people who need it the most. That was the argument. And like my problem with that is like, well, why can't we use like I don't know, it's this idea that like capitalism has to be inseparable from like markets have to be inseparable from like capitalism. Like you can't have something like, oh, let's rationally allocate water to these people because they need it, and we can use markets to determine where the need is greatest. So then we'll help them get water. It's like you can't, like, apparently there's like a mental block there. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to say that. It like has to be.
Well, no, because if you were to do something like that, then you would be kind of suggesting a sort of like communism, you know, or a sort of fucking socialism where we're responding to the people of need, and we're not only thinking about money, we're actually thinking about the humanity. What the fuck? How dare you? You dirty socialist. How dare you think about people and not the money?
Dude, I'm pretty sure that people get communism confused with some evil thing that Russians did in the past, and it wasn't that. It was the idea of having a society that is completely equal to every single person on all terms, which didn't work out, obviously, because people aren't robots and they're not made the exact same way, so you can't place something like that. And on top of that, there are people who take advantage of systems like that, and there were people who just ran a complete tyranny in Russia.
Yeah.
But besides that, now that going so poorly in Russia has affected Americans in such a way that until I was in middle school, I thought that being a liberal or being a socialist or any of, I don't remember, oh yeah, basically those two I thought were literally communism. I thought they were the same as communism because people treated them the same way.
Because people just fucking, they don't even think about what they're doing. There's someone else says something, and like probably someone was probably like, oh, socialism is probably someone. All right, some Republicans like socialism is a downgraded communism, and then forever it's branded as, it's associated with communism and branded as communism just because some famous person probably said some stupid shit like that. You know, and like literally people just don't get over it. Someone says something and they don't question that. They don't question the original source of information. They just question every other thing that could, like, that goes against it. They're like, no, you're wrong because I heard it here first. You know, it's like, you know, this is my land. I was here first. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I joke around and say shit like shitty jokes all the time, but it really does simply boil down to stay woke, because we're taught as children to just trust everything people say. Because, like, why would we not, you know?
I mean, you're a kid.
Yeah, we know nothing about the world around us. Why not take somebody's word? I mean, obviously, most of what they are saying holds up. So why not just trust everything people say in the first place? You know, that would be a great thing if I could just, you know, take everything that everybody says ever as hard fact. But nobody looks things up for themselves, and we're taught to just be lazy pieces of shit and expect everything to come up for us. Oh shit, what? That wasn't true because I didn't fucking bother to look it up. Simply,
yeah, or
that's
like,
not my fault.
Or people refuse to have that ability to change, you know, that to change opinion, or like when other facts come in or like other evidence is brought to the table, they're just like, no, you're just wrong. Why? Like, look at this. There's all this evidence. Like, no, I'm not going to look at it because you're wrong. You're just wrong. Like, you can't just be objectively wrong. You know, like, there's no such thing as objectively right and objectively wrong. That's literally non-existent.
Yeah, and a lot of it is like you have to think about, you know, what does someone have to, like, when you ask someone like, or why don't you believe in global warming? A lot of it is like they just feel like they have something to lose if it exists. You know, I mean, that's why like you're never gonna see like a big oil company saying global warming is real, we need to address it in any way more than like, yeah, we'll make our gas less flammable or something like that. You know, like everyone's got, like, people don't accept new evidence if it contravenes what they believe in, because what they believe in is if it's something that's like inextricably tied to like how they just act in the normal world. You know, if it's like, if you're, you know, you're an oil exec and it's like we have to accept that we're literally killing the planet. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow, right?
Yeah, and also like if you especially after all this time, if you come out and acknowledge it now, then what does that mean for everything that you've been doing, and like how are people going to view you? You were lying to us the entire time, you know. So like from not being truthful at the beginning, they can no longer be truthful at all, or because of that fear of being totally like destroyed by everyone around them, everyone that sees their lies, so they just try to keep the appearance up as long as possible.
Yeah, we're all afraid of being on the wrong side of history, you know?
Yeah, but like again, what is right and wrong? Like literally,
it's whoever says what it is, you know. Whoever says what's right is right.
And so that's why people will literally go around doing whatever the fuck other people say, not even necessarily if they think it's right or wrong, but just because this person said that they're right, and they're like, oh well, I'm gonna just go ahead and follow the way of the right just because I was told it was right. Like, no, I don't know.
It's like enough people agree with that definition of what's right that I guess, you know, that's the right one.
Yeah, and they don't really think about it for themselves, which is, I don't know. like everyone has the same mental capacity for thinking and for logic and for reasoning and rationale. I just don't like. I just feel like it's stripped of people in some way, shape, or form, especially with like languages. I know I've kind of said how languages are. I don't know. Languages. I mean, they are real in a sense that like, yeah. I don't know. Well, if you think about it, language is just like someone decided that. They saw. I don't know, dude. Tree is a good example. You see a tree, and you want to tell someone else about this tree, another person, but it's just it's a thing. It's a tree. How do you explain it? And you make sounds from your vocal cords and tree, and then everyone agrees that okay, tree and tree, and then all of a sudden it's a tree, and that's what the word is for it. So it's like kind of like a way. I view language as a specific way of thinking. It's like somebody's vision or a group of people's vision on what the world is, on how the world is. Like, I mean, basically they break up the world into, and they classify it in their own specific classification. I mean, language could be literally anything. It could be clicks. It could be a pattern of facial movements. That's why we can have sign language. That's why you can have like whatever. It's literally just code, and you can make code out of anything, and code is infinite. There's infinite ways to code anything out of anything.
Well, I mean, language is predictable behavior. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that whatever it is, whether it's, like you said, clicks or signs or whatever. I mean, just what it is, it's something that we can use to like consistently like represent something and like sort of predict. And I guess predict in the sense that like you're not going to be surprised necessarily by what someone says. Like, you might be surprised by, like, what they're talking about. Like, if someone just, came in and said, your car's on fire, I'd be surprised. But the words they're using are not surprising. Mm-hmm. Like, I recognize, like, that, and I recognize all those traits. And that's why it's, like, stuff, like, I don't know, I've been reading a lot of stuff. Like, like, what's revolutionary in language is stuff like metaphor, redefinitions, like, a different way of looking at things. I mean, there's no, like I think it's a fallacy to say there's, like, a correct language or something. Like, there's a way that we can, like, perfectly express the world. We just find different ways to express it that, like, I don't know, even whether they speak to some intuitive sense of like what we think about the world, or it's more accessible to us, like we understand it. Like,
yeah, I think it's just a more accessible way to formulate, discuss, and organize complex ideas and like situations,
Yeah.
But like just because so I think that language is vital and that it is useful.
Well, yeah, we couldn't do anything without it.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything without it, but it's still fake and non-existent in the same way that, like, and this is what my grandfather used to tell me, like, a picture of the moon is not the moon,
Yeah, it's not the moon.
So yeah,
but suspend that
or a drawing of the moon, right? Like, oh, you draw a picture of the moon, like say you saw it through a telescope, but no one else has ever seen through a telescope. So you draw a picture of the moon through a telescope and you show everybody else, and you're like, this is what the moon looks like. And now, if everyone obviously knows that this is a drawing, that it's not the actual moon. The moon's in the sky, but like you're using this drawing to represent the moon. It's something that you can point to that signifies and shows the meaning and resemblance of something bigger.
Absolutely. And that's like, stuff like Galileo's project or something, looking at, or say Newton's, taking something that we like understand and just using like a different lexicon to describe it. Like, so, actually up until the point of Newton, we didn't know what like the force of acceleration of like a falling object was. Mm-hmm. Like Aristotle had written it down in his physics, which, by the way, anyone out there is a physics major, read Aristotle's Physics. It's the funniest book you'll ever read. It's like everything is fucking wrong, and he just wrote it because he's like, yeah, that's close enough, I think. Like, not a single one of those things was proven or tested or even like remotely resembles a real hypothesis. It's just statements about Aristotle being like, hell yeah, man, the world, it's a thing. Things fall at 15 meters per second because I said they do, because I'm Aristotle. I love Aristotle, but like physics is bad.
Yeah.
But
stick to the stars, buddy.
But like, yeah, I mean but think of it like what you said, like a drawing of a moon is a new way of like representing the moon or like defining the moon. Like you have a different way of defining it, mm-hmm. and it's like a different way of looking at it, and helps you like think about the moon in an effective way. Like if you just look at it as like it's a white ball in the sky. Yeah, you see some like splotches, but you have a more detailed picture of that. that's a different way of helping you like represent it to yourself. And
Yeah.
then you say you have like, so like with Newton or something, you know, use like, let's say you think like, all right, so yeah, things fall, I guess. But then Newton comes along and is like, well, it's actually like it's not just that things fall, it's that this force acts in so many different ways, and here's like an equation to represent that, and it helps you like think about that thing in a different way. Whether it's, I don't know if objectively true is necessarily the right term for it, you know, because language and objectively true is a
But at least observably true.
It's more useful. It helps. It's a better way of representing it. You know, it makes more sense to represent it this way. At least like in the way we use it. It's more consistent with how we understand it.
Yeah. I feel like the only absolute language is math.
Well, even that though. I mean,
and within math, there are a bunch of things where you can get multiple answers and like discrepancies and shit. Because I mean, it's literally there's infinite possibilities when it comes to math. But like, 1 + 1 is always going to be 2. There's no way to add 1 + 1 and get anything other than 2. Like as objects, like if you have one object and another object, you are going to have 2 of the objects. There's no way.
But that's just like a very convenient way of describing like a common phenomenon, like putting two things together and getting 2 things.
But that's why. But I feel like I don't know. I just feel like there's no way that you could like. There's no way you can change the definition of math.
It's similar to how like a law of science, is like, there's nothing that really like it's nothing like controversial. Like you can't say like, yeah, law of gravity doesn't exist. But, at the end of the day, like if there was something that like superseded the theory of gravity, we'd be like, yeah, that's how science works. But it's similar to that. Like there's nothing that really like necessarily disproves it, and there's nothing we found that's like a more like convenient way to represent something like gravity. And it's similar to math. Like we haven't found a more convenient way to represent like 1 + 1 = 2 than 1 + 1 = 2. I mean, it's still language. It still follows like a convention of language. It's still representing something.
Yeah, I think the only reason why we don't have more languages of math is because everybody's agreed that this is the way to write.
Yeah,
math.
I mean, yeah, that is true because like our number system in and of itself is based off it's the base 10. I mean,
it's the Arabic system.
And if you think about it, it's because it's
shit.
literally less complicated than normal language itself.
Or Roman numerals.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started with Roman numerals.
Let's do like bring back Roman numerals as math. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude, nothing like writing out 105 divided by 360. God damn. That's a lot of lines.
What would 1 million look like?
Pulling up our Roman numerals.
Yeah, let's pull up these. Look
Roman
at these
numerals.
Roman numerals.
We're not going off topic.
There's another language of math that I can think of right now, actually, and that's musical notation.
No, musical notation goes along with math. What are you talking about?
It's literally another language.
Oh, but it's
Japanese and English are 2 different languages.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Describing the same things. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
1 million is an M that has 2 lines above it.
Interesting. Has 2 lines above it?
Oh, sorry, that's a billion.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
So 1 million is 1 M.
A million is an M with 1 line over it.
Makes
What's
sense.
an M without 1 line over it?
1,000, I believe.
Because it was like milli. Milli was 1,000. Right? Like that's why you have like millimeters and shit.
Yeah, million is 1,000.
In fucking Latin.
Yep.
Hey, nothing like the good old. Dude, I swear Latin is like the original curse language. Like it literally sounds like this. It's the snakiest fucking language out there. I feel like. It's not backed by
parcel tongue.
It's not backed by anything. Okay, don't get all haty on me. I'm just saying. Think about it. Just think about it. Think about the Roman Catholic Church. I'm gonna end my discussion there. All right.
Well, that's like
no. We're gonna end it right there. All right. You're gonna talk about.
It's a different form of Latin. All right, we're done. What?
Yeah. Oh shit, dude, we've been
popping off. We're at an hour.
Oh shit, should we each get one more popsicle or?
Oh, you gotta hurry because we have to stop it at exactly 60 or I'll kill myself.
Okay, well, why don't we just hey guys, thank you.
We're gonna pop off now.
So we had a special guest, Thomas from New Chicago, and
hell yeah.
Don't forget to slap that motherfucking like button.
Dab on the
boy.